Hi, my name is Trainin.
And I'm Kimberly Ingraham-Beck.
And this is CS4NE, and today we're talking about code.org. We are the regional partner, so I love talking about code.org, but this actually came from an interview you did with code.org at ISTE. Can you tell me about the booth that code.org had at ISTE?
Oh man, they had a huge booth. They had a bunch of live demonstrations that they had. They had a whole bunch of the curriculum developers there that you could talk straight with. And it was really cool.
It was delightful. And again, what I love about code.org is code.org supplies the curriculum for free. And in a previous show, we talked about Code.HS. There's a free version and a paid version. Code.org supplies everything for free and does a lot of professional development for teachers to get them to where they need to be. And this is what we wanted to talk to them about. So here's our interview.
So if you want to give a quick rundown of who you are and that you're with code.org, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Andy Teipen. I am a district and school growth manager with code.org.
Awesome. So what curriculum do you guys have?
So we have a pathway of K-12 curriculum. So we have grade level differentiated curriculum. All of the curriculum can be standalone courses that teachers could teach at their grade level from start to finish. But the curriculum is also modular, so teachers could pull out lessons and things that they want to focus on. A couple of quick highlights in the curriculum for 3rd through 5th grade is our CS Connections, which are 1-week units that align to core subjects like math, social studies, science. So those have been widely popular. We also just launched Music Lab. So Music Lab is kind of think of GarageBand meets code.org. So students can go into create a new project, use the coding platform that they're familiar with, but create beats, samples that are already there, create their own, use music from popular artists that we've licensed music with that they can remix the music as well. So that's been very popular.
Awesome. What are the unique features of your curriculum?
Yeah, unique features. So with all of our courses, all of our lessons, we really try to support the teacher in the classroom with everything they need. So all the way starting at the beginning, if teachers are not familiar with code.org, we have self-paced professional learning modules to go with each one. They range in time from about 2 hours to maybe about 5 hours, depending on the course and the complexity. They do end in a certificate. It would help a teacher understand how to use the platform, how to create a classroom, how to get into some lesson specifics and go from there. So once we get into the curriculum, then we have the lesson plans there. There's actually, teachers can adjust the pacing for the course based on the time that they have to teach on a weekly or bi-weekly basis or daily if they're able to. But they can play with pacing to figure those out. We have videos inside the curriculum. We have assessments. We have a lot of LMS integration, so it makes it easier for teachers to do single sign-on and roster syncing and things along those lines.
And I saw you guys just announced today in an email that your Canvas and
Schoology.
Yes, are now
Canvas and Schoology are the newest ones. Yep, absolutely. So we're excited to do that. Our team will continue to develop those with other features like deep linking and grade passback and things that make it easier for teachers to use our platform.
Awesome. Do you have any Nebraska standard aligned curriculum?
We do, and we're working on the documentation so that we can share that outward. So as soon as that is out, we'll promote that across the state as well.
Awesome. Are you currently working with anyone in Nebraska?
We do. I don't have the list in front of me, but we do. We actually have a district program where we're trying to engage district leadership to help them understand what is available for computer science education, AI education. And we have currently about 10 or 12 Nebraska districts that have signed up for that program. That's not the breadth of all of the districts that use code.org, but that's a new program that we want to help promote, supporting that leadership so they're more intentional about how they're expanding computer science across their districts. We have monthly webinar content for those district leaders where they can come and listen to a little bit of programming from code.org, our partners, but also get into breakout rooms with their peers across the country and talk about how are you addressing this? How are you overcoming these challenges? So we really encourage folks to check out the code.org district program.
And I know you guys are partnered with the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and you guys do in-person trainings and or professional development as well as virtual professional.
Yes. Yeah. Guy Trainin and his team at the University at Nebraska-Lincoln are our regional partners. They are an amazing resource. Guy is a hilarious ball of energy as well. So highly recommend just connect with Guy. But they are really our boots on the ground. So they are an extension of code.org in the state of Nebraska. They do the in-person training. They've got the ability to do some virtual training as well. We know that sometimes it's hard for teachers to travel, and they're just a great resource in general on all things code.org, but especially around professional development.
And what is the cost structure to use code.org?
Yeah, so as far as our curriculum goes, it is code.org's mission that we provide high-quality curriculum that is free forever. So that doesn't mean that it's not high quality. We have very gracious donors that keep us going and keep us to where our team can continue to refresh the curriculum and make it better. Launch things like Music Lab and kind of the fun tools along those lines. As far as the self-paced professional development, again, those resources are free. The district program is free. The only real pay that's associated with code.org would be professional learning, because the professional learning that Guy and his team do go through facilitators. We've got a network of facilitators across the state. Those facilitators are teachers in the classroom teaching code.org all day, every day. So they are absolute experts, but we do want to compensate them for that expertise and that time. But all of that runs through Nebraska at Lincoln. They will give them details on what's available. There's often grant funding or scholarship funding for professional learning available to offset any costs. So
awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. And
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So thank you, code.org, for that great interview and really taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely.
So now we want to see what code.org has created specifically for Nebraska. So we have talked about this, but we will talk about this again. There's legislation, there are clear requirements by the Nebraska Department of Education, and code.org went backwards, looked at those requirements, and built a course in professional development that is ready for Nebraska. So can you show us some?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite parts is that for the first unit, you have 4 options that they have already given you. So if you already have some microbits for your school, for example, there is a unit here that you can use for those. If you don't have those, maybe you can do something with Circuit Playground. If you don't have any devices at all, you can just do this option C, the problem solving and computing.
So lots of options, and I love options, and it also goes back to the comfort you have working with devices and comfort with the curriculum. And so you have the choice as a teacher, first-time teacher. I want to be really safe. I'm going to choose option C. I've played with the Circuit Playground I have. Those are delightful. I want to play with those some more. I'm going to choose that option. That is a great way to create something that is based on what is required, but still allows some freedom.
Absolutely.
In the way.
Yeah.
All right.
So after those units, then we have specifically written out units. So here we have representing information, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And this unit is pretty cool because the students get to actually manipulate some of the machine learning algorithms and create their own. So we have this one here, or we have classification models where students get to work on classifying image classification. Then we have networks and internet, cybersecurity, and global impacts. And then finally, we have the programming unit.
And if you look at the programming unit, it's just an introduction to programming, which is enough based on what Nebraska requires. And remember that coding, even though it's called code.org, coding is not everything that we want to talk about. It's just a piece of a much bigger pie, and definitely that inclusion of AI as an emerging area and something a lot of people are talking about and excited about is really, really fun. Can you show us one of the activities inside?
Absolutely. So this is the coding part. And so here we're learning to use turtle graphics.
Yeah.
So this is called a turtle, this little icon. And so students are, this is drag and drop coding. This is the blocks, but you can also just have script if you would rather have your students script or if they want to try and do it. And so what you can do is you could just drag some code out here and then you can run.
So it turned left.
It turned left.
Can we walk a little bit? Let's move forward.
Yeah.
Can we tell it how much to move forward?
Nope.
Okay.
Or not yet.
Yes.
Not yet.
Okay.
Eventually.
Yes. So this would be just 1 unit up. 1 unit left. I actually love the fact that it's happening a little bit slowly because it really shows the connection between the command and what's happening in the screen. And it's not happening so fast because it can happen almost instantaneously.
Yes.
And then you can't see what's going on. So that is a really nice feature.
And it's great for troubleshooting. If a student says, wait, it was supposed to go up again. Now they had some time to see where the codes were being acted on. And so they can go back through and change it.
So this is how block coding works on this platform. There's lots of block coding out there, and that's a great way to introduce coding because then misspellings and did you put the semicolon in the right place and all of these things. And some languages are more forgiving and some are less, and that's fine. But it's still much, much easier to work with block coding as you're introducing the idea. I love the fact that kids can start with writing, especially if you've got kids who move through the grades and actually know a lot about programming and they want to do more. There's an opportunity here to go beyond what is available with the blocks.
Absolutely.
All right, so thank you. Today we talked about code.org and some of the specialized programs that they have for Nebraska, and we'll see you next time on
CS for Any.